Hi HCGers, it's HCG Berry Babe, and thank goodness tonight I'm checking in with good news. It feels really good. As many of you know, I've been doing the pellets for a long time. In fact, today was 48 days I've been on the pellets continuously. Prior to that, I was on about a 3-week break, and before that, I was on a round. I had gotten down to my goal of 155, and then I had surgery, and I didn't do a P3, but I did go off the pellets, and I zoomed up again. So this is, I don't know, I think the third time, maybe the fourth time I'm on my way down. It's different this time because the very first time I hit 153, I had been, the lowest I'd been in my even adult, pre-adult life, I hit 155 when I was 12 years old. I was scrawny till I was about 3, and by the time I was 5 I was a little pudgy, and I weighed 200 in the 8th grade. I was 260 through most of high school. My highest was 323 as a young married in my own home with my own bakeware and all those wedding presents and unlimited shopping and time. So I was experiencing a lot of strange bones. Just laying in bed, where do you put your arms when your bones stick out? All those things that thin people grow up doing naturally were news to me. And when I hit 153, I got really hungry and I kind of freaked. And so I went off, gained weight, and then I got back on and lost it again, and had surgery, and I was at 155. And then by my second surgery, I was back to 158, which was okay because I was holding fluid from the previous surgery. So I kind of am rambling, but I have been trying to get back on track, and I go a day or two doing just okay. I really hadn't had any good VLCD days. I do a mop because I've had bariatric surgery, but even on my mop I wasn't doing it. I have been playing with the 170 mark and up, getting too damn close to 175, and I think I've talked about that in another vlog. So I started a graph. It was looking pretty dismal. Started to come down, and then it was like 2 days, whoop! Well, you know, the Lord works in mysterious ways, and there is power in this community. I've been following vlogs since early spring, and have been watching Rilla vlog, and have really felt a sisterhood with her, just in the way that she approaches things. She's got wonderful ideas and has lots of plans, and follow through. Somehow she never gets exactly where she was intended to go. And if you look at my history with HCG, I've been working over the last 2+ years on getting the weight off, and I do good for a while, and then I fall off, and so I got a hold of her, and we have become round buddies. She hasn't started a round yet, and I was concerned about that, but what she decided to do was commit to her version of clean eating, and we each wrote what our program looks like, and we committed to each other for a week. And my idea was to convert my program into 100 points. And this might be something, as is, you love my graphs. Well, this is taking it, I'm still doing the graph. In fact, I started a new graph. But this is kind of taking behavior into even a more quantitative aspect. I'm so good at vagueness, and I'm so good at talking myself out, and when the cravings hit, or it's like, you know, and evening eating is so horrendous for me, so horrendous, and I don't sleep at night. Sometimes I don't fall asleep till 3 or 4 in the morning, and you know, I'm hungry by then, or at least I think I am. So what I did was my MOP eating counts 50 points. I get 5 points for taking my supplements. I get 5 points for any kind of Facebook or YouTube activity. I don't have to vlog to get the points, just if I connect. And then I have, I don't remember what 5 points was. 20 points then is not eating after 8 o'clock. Oh my God, oh my God. And I divided my program into 3 tiers. First tier is kind of okay foods, full points. Second tier are things that I can have because of my bariatric surgery. And third things are things that I can have for my bariatric surgery but would be considered a cheat for protocol, even my MOP. So we decided to start today, which is Thursday, but yesterday we started working on what our points were going to be. And Rilla has her own point system. We didn't collaborate on that at all, but we agreed that we thought a little healthy competition. You know, if her number's 92 and mine's 95, then I beat that day. Of course, we both get rewarded on the scale, but how many points did you earn? I know water, 20 points for water. And I have a specific amount that I have to do in order to earn all 20 points. So at the end of the day, it's 100. And what I'm going to be interested to see is how my compliance correlates to weight loss. You know, if I'm running in the high 90s, 100, you know, if I have several hundred days, is the weight dropping off? It's kind of a game I can play with myself. And when I'm in a position to, you know, there's room when you're mopping it. Yeah, there's room, you know, and I'm so good at bullshitting myself. So I'm thinking, ooh, if you do that, it's going to cost you points. It's going to cost you points because those points are here and now and immediate. And what the scale is going to do in the morning is tomorrow, and it may or may not make a difference. And so, you know when you're on those diets and you cheat and you get rewarded with either a lose or you don't gain anything, that's kind of reinforcing. So already just picturing that 100 points in my brain and thinking, ooh, if you do that, you're not going to make your 100. For some of you, it will seem very compulsive or very OCD. But for me, I'm I'm so ADHD that it's so easy for me just to float. And I've been floating for 40 plus days and not getting anywhere, waiting for divine inspiration. Boom. It ain't happening. I'm bored with the program. Yeah, I love the way I feel in HCG, so it's really no... You know, I'm maintaining, quote unquote. I'm not maintaining where I want to be, but, and I'm scared to stop the HCG, but it's time. So, we are, so yesterday I did a day, and I gave myself a 90 because I did really well in everything, but I was still awake at 3:30 in the morning, and I ate some tier 1 food. So it was food that was okay for me, but not to my goal of not eating after 8 o'clock. So we're redoing our plan every week. And we're going until through Thursday, or I guess through Wednesday night. And maybe I will amend that, but I'm being very strict with myself as far as the points, because it is what it is, and the points on the page won't make a difference as far as my weight loss per se, except I suspect that the higher the points, the more the weight. So yesterday I was 170.7, and today I was down after 1 day of compliance. I was down 2.6. So actually it was kind of like almost after what you do after a load day, because I've been on and off eating. Not a lot of crap, but just some whole grain carbs, things that I can have, just I shouldn't have, and probably then a little much, and salty things too. So today I was 168.1, and my surgeon, my plastic surgeon, really doesn't want me to go below 160. But I have such a tire around my middle. I have skin that hangs from my arms, but my arms are actually very thin. My legs are thin. I've had a tummy tuck, so I don't have a lower abdomen, but I still have this tire around the middle. And I really liked the way I felt at 155. The problem is, it's kind of like with Bea and her glycogen stores. Anytime I'm doing low carb and I start adding carbs at all, I put on water weight. And then I bloat, and then I get frustrated. So I'm thinking if I can make it to 155, I may try to go lower to have some room to come back for. I don't see the surgeon again until May. So I can be really, in an ideal world, I would be really stabilized by then and had a chance to work out and get some muscle tone so he wouldn't be upset with me. He's concerned with all the dieting that I'm losing muscle mass, and I told him I'm really confident that I'm not, but you know, he's the doctor and I'm not. So I didn't go into a lot of HCG detail with him, but I may end up having a confrontation with him in May if I'm running below 150, and oh God, wouldn't I love to do that? I don't think he would deny me surgery, but right now 155 is the target that I'd like to maintain. I felt good with that. And I want to know, one thing I'm a little concerned about, if I do go lower, now anytime I'm above 155 I feel fat. And until I started losing again, I was depressed and felt fat, and it was impacting the way that I went about life. And I know that on our Facebook page, Toy posed the question, you know, do people treat you differently because you're not fat anymore? And I'll have to talk in another vlog about that, because there's not time to do that here with the time I have left. But yeah, even that little bit of weight. And so, you know, when you're 300 pounds, 20 pounds doesn't make a big difference. But when you're almost to goal, 3 or 4 pounds makes you feel bloated, like you do when Tom comes on any other day. I don't have Tom anymore, but so that's something that for maintenance. And Rilla has a ways to go. She won't be following long-term maintenance for a while, but she can do her P2 plan when she begins, and I can do my P3, and the accountability is still there. I'll just shift my guidelines a little bit. So I'm fingers crossed today. I posted my picture on Facebook. I had eaten more than I had wanted to eat, even though I was doing okay, but I was looking at the rest of the day looming, thinking, oh my God, if I stick around here, I'm going to not get all my points. So I put my HCG boutique jacket on and went for a walk. So I'm hoping that I'll have more good news to report, because it feels good. I like it. And that's all for now, guys. Bye-bye.